In music, form refers to the organization of musical elements in time as larger sections of a piece. All the parts are interrelated, but we can't always perceive it. This requires repeated listening to develop an awareness of these other parts. There are many types of form. In fact, it's its own separate class. So we're only going to look at a few. Ternary or three-part form is probably the most common. The piece opens in a section that we'll call A, moves to a contrasting B section, then returns back to A, either in perfect imitation of the original or a very closely related variation to close the piece. Binary or two-part form takes a statement A and answers it with a counterstatement B. Frequently, both sections are repeated, so you'll have AABB for the structure. This is very closely related to verse-chorus form. This is the pop music staple. You have a verse, which has the same music every time, but different words. This is interspersed with a chorus, which is always the same lyrics and the same music. You typically get verse, chorus, and repeat it as many times as needed. Sometimes there can be a solo section or a bridge, which is contrasting lyrical and or instrumental material. This leads to the classic verse, chorus, bridge, chorus that forms 90 to 99% of all pop music. When listening for form in music, be aware that it's very tricky at times. You're going to need to listen repeatedly, especially for complicated pieces. But when you start to recognize previous ideas as they come back, the overall form will be clearer. There are literally thousands of examples for form. So rather than have you listen to all of them, just open your iTunes library and see if you can figure out the form for 2 or 3 of your favorite songs. It's a pretty interesting exercise, and you may be surprised at how similar the results are.